All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Kalam La Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders of Grand Millstone, and shalom to Yakim Adeh pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash. All right, so I'm back here again, and it's going to be a quick lesson. And go ahead, get into it. And if I didn't say double honor to the apostles, I want to say double honor to the apostles and the elders, Grand Millstone, and to Yakim Adeh, Scott on the four corners, pushing truth in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Which I'm pretty sure I did, but when you fatigue and can't really, think straight, shit like that happens. But let's go ahead. So I'm gonna start in the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 1 in GMBDC, which is similar to GNLT. All right, it says he answered, "Consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, you will know that the time has come when God Most High will bring judgment on the world He has created." Okay, and we're about to see, this video here. We're gonna see these signs. All right, and I'm gonna go from there, and I'll come back to Second Ezra. Let me read. Let me play this clip right here. All right. So this right here is a major sign. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this video.
In the side streets of the Champs-Élysées, fires burn on another night of unrest in the French capital. Police were pelted with cobblestones picked from the city's famous streets. Officers responded with tear gas and water cannon, breaking up what began as an impromptu protest on the Place de la Concorde, just across the Seine from the lower house of the French Parliament, where earlier opposition MPs tried to drown out the Prime Minister singing the national anthem.
Alinéa 3 de la Constitution.
As she announced, politicians would be bypassed using special constitutional powers. The law increasing the pension age to 64, so controversial, will be enacted by the president. Seen as an admission by Emmanuel Macron, he can't muster parliamentary support for the reforms. 2 months of nationwide strikes have crippled government services. Most recently, rubbish has piled up in Paris, one of the world's most beautiful cities, resembling a tip, with council staff refusing to work. The volatile political standoff only expected to heat up. In London, Hewitt fell.
So real quick, as you see over there, okay, I'm gonna go back here over here.
Place de la Concorde, just across the Seine from the lower house of the French Parliament, where earlier opposition MPs tried to drown out the Prime Minister singing the national anthem.
Alinéa 3 de la Constitution.
As she announced, politicians would be bypassed using special constitutional powers. The law in
So this is bad for Esau. Well, as we know, French is one of they are that's a big nation among the Edomites, man. Because they're part of the the ten horns. French is in there right there. Okay. Also, when you go to the wall, the three what is the wars that happen over there in America. Okay, you had the French, Spanish, and British. So French is they're big nation among these Edomites, and by the look of it, all right, because of Esau coming with these draconian measurements, they're not really look that they're not looking eye to eye. All right, there's a division amongst them. Okay, so when you go to Matthew 12 and 25, And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So as you can see, this nation, the nation of the French is gonna crumble, okay? Because they're coming with these draconian measurements out there, also taking the freedom away, okay, from the people over there, man. People are not feeling it. People are unhappy, man. Okay. If Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right. It ain't gonna be the French is gonna come in power next when America's taken down. It ain't gonna be the Russians coming up in power. No, it ain't gonna be the Chinese. It ain't gonna be none of these heathens nation. It's gonna be the Israelites coming in power. All right, under Yahushai, okay, with King David under Yahushai, man. All right. So as you see, you know, the kingdom of Israelites is nigh, because we live in a time where these top nations I know with among themselves are not getting along. The Mosai is causing divisions among them. All right. Let's go from there. Let's go here real quick. Um, let's play this one more time.
Increasing the pension age to 64, so controversial.
Right, and then that's the same thing that happened over here. Pension age over here, it went to I think 70. Man, it used to be like 60 some. The pumped up to to be to 70. Like ain't no fucking bro. Nobody's reaching 70 in this time. By the time you reach 70, you down, you down, you dead. You can't enjoy your fucking retirement. You out. You ain't doing shit but sitting in your house or in those retirement house, and somebody's looking after you. Can't go nowhere. You down, like you dead. You know. So that's why people are not too happy, man. Okay.
Will be enacted by the president. Seen as an admission by Emmanuel Macron, he can't muster parliamentary support for the reforms. 2 months of nationwide strike.
And a quick one, Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1 in NLT, whatsoever awaits the unjust judges and those who issues unfair laws. And this is for these these so-called leaders, these puppets, all right, doing the work for those elites hiding that we don't see, them passing these type of laws. Somebody is telling them to do so, the elites, okay.
Strikes have crippled government services. Most recently, rubbish has piled up in Paris, one of the world's most beautiful cities, resembling a tip, with council staff refusing to work. The volatile political standoff only expected to heat up. In London, Hewitt.
This right here also is gonna reach over there in Babylon, man. Because time is gonna get bad. All right, it's gonna get bad. Okay, as the time goes on, hey man, certain things that the American government is gonna do, and the citizens of the citizens of America are not gonna be too happy, and they're gonna start doing the same thing these French are doing. Okay, protesting, looting, riots and shit. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. Let's go here real quick. Let's read that in NLT. It says, sin will rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold, because certain things that is passing right now is not lawful, man. When you go to the word iniquity, it says here the conditional of without law, right? Because ignorant of it, because of violating it, contempt and violation of law, iniquity, weaknesses. All right, and that's what's happening right now, man. It's unrighteousness is decrease that is passing, and it is causing what? People to wax cold. All right, People in here, man, they're seeing it. They're seeing it, and it's too fucking much, man. Okay, it's too much for these people to handle. Let's see. Let me see something here, right? Let me see.
For 7 years.
Uh, okay, let's go back over here. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 2. You will know that the time has come when the Messiah will begin to bring judgment on the world he has created. There will be earthquakes, which is, you see, you go on Google right now, you type in earthquakes, you will see some of them that are not being reported. It's everywhere. It says national rebellions, and that's what's going on over there in Paris. Okay, it says international integral. Let's see, the word integrals means. I could be saying the wrong word, but okay, integral. Okay,
Intrigue.
intrigue, Slakia. Slakia, I said integrals. Intrigue, right? Intrigue, it says arouse the curiosity or interest or of fascinate. I was intrigued by your question. Mexico plans to do something illicit or detrimental to someone. Okay, plot, hatch a plot or conspire. All right. It says so going back to Second Ezra 9 and 3, there will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international in, intrigues, unstable leaders. All right. The person of France is unstable, confused rulers. Okay. When you see these things happening, you will know that they are what the Messiah Yahweh has spoken about since the beginning of creation. Okay, it's at the beginning and the end. All right. Then it says so the beginning and the end of everything that happens in this world are clear. The same is the true in the world above. Wonders, miracles show the beginning of events, and mighty signs show when they are show when they ends. All right. So we know for sure these signs lead into the end of Esau society. All right. This is the time of this devil to rule is about to come to an end. Okay. Let's go Second Ezra chapter 15. I'm gonna just read through. Second Ezra chapter 15 and the verse let's jump to verse 15. The war that will bring the destruction is very nigh, which is World War III. Nations will arm themselves and fight against another nation. Okay? I'm pretty sure. Let's go to KJV, right? See what that says, verse 15, because I know you don't say nation. Second Ezra 15:15 says here, right? For the sword and the destruction drew nigh, and one people shall stand up, fight against another, and swords in their hands. But you could eventually it's gonna happen on a high level, which is gonna lead into World War III. Nation fighting against nation. So it's all right. So nations will fight. One themselves will fight against another, and nations. Okay, verse 16. There will be a great political turmoil. Okay, turmoil. Let's go to the book of Matthew. in GNLT 2024. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. Countries will fight each other, kingdom will attack one another, there will be famines, earthquakes everywhere, and all these things are like the first pains of childbirth. Okay? Right, it's the beginning of sorrows, man. Let's go to Luke 21. Let's see what Luke 21 says. Luke 21, verse 9. Don't be afraid when you hear of wars and revolutions. Such things must happen first, but they don't mean that the end is nigh. All right? Don't be taken by that. The end is not nigh. Let's go jump down to let's go into 7 AD. Luke 21, verse 25. There will be strange things happening to the sun, which the eclipse. All right, seeing signs that happens that we have seen. The moon and the stars on the earth, whole countries will be in this despair, afraid of the roar of the sea and raging tides. All right, which there's been a rumor that Australia's gonna get hit by some crazy floods and tsunami and all that, man. Which I kind of believe because ESO is pushing for that climate change, man. And trying to bring some crazy lockdowns or pass these bloody climate change laws, man. It says verse 26, people will faint from fear as the wave of war is coming over the whole earth, for the power in space will be driven from their courses. So let's double check that in NLT. It's like in King James Version. Okay, all right. I see what they're trying to say in this translation there. Uh, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, which is Esau's kingdom, is going to be shaken up. Okay, let me see. Stop in the word turmoil. Let's go back here. King, I know the precept. Okay, so all right. I'll just go back to second Ezra then. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. It says, there will be great political turmoil when one group trying to overpower another and gain control with ignoring the legitimate government. All right, there will be no longer free access to the cities because struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. Okay, and this is that's what's going to drive people crazy. The government setting up laws, and from there, man, people are not going to be too happy. All right, they're going to be pissed off, so they're going to do what? Do this right here. Let's read in KJV, Second Ezra 15 and 15 in King James Version. It says here. Let me start from verse 14. Woe to the war and them that do the reign, for the sword and the destruction drew nigh, one people should stand up, fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there should be sedition among men, which you see over there in France, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cost of their actions shall stand their power. People over there are tired and sick of the fucking government, man. You know? So that's why like they're doing what you just see in this little clip of it, on channel 7. All right. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city, shall not be able, because eventually martial law is going to be called, there are going to be lockdowns, man. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. All right. And Esau knows what the fuck he's doing, man. All right. Because hey, man, Esau's known to really cause trouble, so he can bring in his agenda. Okay. Hey, man, Esau's not to be fucked with, man. All right. He's not to be fucked with. All right, let me see. So with that, man, hopefully this right here was edified to you brothers out there and sisters out there. Shalom.